participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Dogs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. I know he thinks he can house every Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, run. They'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Going over the top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Offense changing the play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Going to try to get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation now because he's got those types of skills.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Off play action. Lofts one high and deep. Touchdown Bulldogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Dances away to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. Right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Keeps looking downfield. Creates a little room. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing what...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Taylor. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Robinson. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. The option look. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
A first down run in the red zone. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can...
Touchdown, Georgia! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks early.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Unloads quickly. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here's the pressure. He's got it on the run, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football...
He tries to take the top off. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys. You never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Purdue. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. He's in open space downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Shakes off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To throw, it's Webb. This time it's complete, and he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
From the gun. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back look to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tatum. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Coming out with it, it's Farrell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making checks. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air, it's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Hit as he throws. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jacobs. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. He gets a block. Got a little room. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Got some room to run. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Here we go.
Back to the ground game on the left. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Georgia! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And the Buckeyes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jacob. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
To the air, it's St. Clair. He'll take a deep shot here. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. The short hands, it's Peoples. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to...
A lot of room to the right. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Here we go. They'll go to the air. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2. They're still down huge, but just working on execution. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try the run. Past the 30. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Dogs! If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Farrell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Pulls it in. It's Peoples. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
He's tackled at the 22.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? On fourth down, looking for the completion. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. And the incomplete